Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, and weighing in tonight at 225 pounds, Jake Paul.
Well, this is it for Jake Paul, the moment of destiny. He spent a lot of years messing around, not facing serious challenges. Tonight he said he wants to prove himself as a real fighter, as a real competitor. He's going to get the opportunity to do that. Jake Paul's messed around with some useless opponents. Mike Tyson, what's he ever done? Anthony Joshua couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. Tonight, for the first time, he faces an opponent that is not only bad, not only dangerous, but certainly off the wall. This is going to be a thriller, that's for sure.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, hailing from Gary, Indiana, and weighing in tonight at 151 pounds, the King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
We want to talk about a dangerous man. He may have took the world of pop music by storm, but let me tell you, if Michael Jackson didn't go down the musical route, he could have been one of the deadliest fighters in the world. Feared by many. No fighter ever wanted a piece of MJ, and there's a good reason for that. This man could take down a bear with a single strike of his palm. A deadly fighting machine. Jake Paul's going to find out why MJ has been so feared for all these years, dancing his way to the ring, getting a great ovation. Here is Michael Jackson. It's fun and games at the moment, but let me tell you, when that bell rings, the fun and games will certainly end for Jake Paul. And look at that nice new ring attire there for MJ. What a fight this is going to be. Jake Paul wants to prove himself as a real fighter. But if he can't beat Michael Jackson, that reputation may be in tatters, as now Jake Paul trying to choke out the King of Pop and go for an early submission win here. Maybe this is a good strategy here by Jake Paul. Keep the man grounded and banish him back to Neverland. And now look at Jake Paul throwing the strikes. Look at that though, nice block by MJ. Left hand, look at MJ go. Beautiful drop kick. Are we going to get to see the moonwalk? Look at that magic in motion. How the hell does he do that thing where he walks backwards? Jake Paul not impressed, but gets nailed with the drop kick. And maybe we're going to get to see it this time. Jake Paul comes charging in. He's not impressed by the moves of Michael Jackson. MJ not to the outside now, needs to get back in the ring before the referee gets to the count of 10. Jackson struggling a bit now, nice block though, and now Jackson throwing hands. Jake Paul thinks of himself as a boxer, but one of the greatest boxers of all time is Michael Jackson, trained by his brother Tito and Jermaine and the other one. Nonetheless, MJ sends him into the corner, comes charging in, tries a drop kick, finds nothing but Jake Paul's elbow, as Jake Paul now really trying to take down the King of Pop. Nice dragon screw. Jake Paul really proving himself here tonight against a deadly and dangerous opponent. The lateral press, the shoulders down, and look at that. The blatant arrogance, lifting MJ's shoulder off the mat as if to say, I can finish this when I want to. But look at MJ now with the sunset flip, the shoulders down, but Jake Paul getting out of that very, very quickly. Nice technical wrestling on display by MJ, reversing that into a hammerlock. Now picks Jake Paul up and drops him with a big belly to back suplex. Now MJ looking to go up top. And look at Jake Paul telling him to bring it. And he certainly did. Beautiful Hurricane Rana off the top rope. And now MJ senses the end may be near for Jake Paul. He's going to look to put the finishing final blow. Can he nail it on him? Can MJ nail it? You're damn right he can. He nails the worm. Jake Paul may be finished. His professional career may be over here. The lateral press, the shoulders down, and Jake Paul somehow managing to escape after being nailed with the most deadly maneuver in the history of professional wrestling, as now Michael Jackson goes up top once again, but takes far too long to do so. Jake Paul getting to him. Now Paul on the top rope, tries to drop kick. MJ getting out of the way, using his speed and agility, and now knocking him down. MJ now comes charging in, plants his face right into the canvas. Now MJ going up top, looking to hit one final decisive blow to end the career of Jake Paul. Beautiful front drop kick. MJ showing you why he's one of the most dangerous competitors in the history of this sport. Now sends Jake Paul into the corner. What's he going for here? Nice monkey flip. MJ a force to be reckoned with in that squared circle. Sends Jake Paul in the corner. What's he going to do? No, he's not going to do it. Oh my God. Jake Paul's fertility has just been sent to Neverland. This one could be over. The lateral press, the shoulders down, and Jake Paul, how the hell did he kick out after that? We won't be conceiving any children in the near future. And look at MJ, he's not happy with the speed of the referee's count there, but don't turn your back on your opponent. Basic stuff. Do not turn your back on your opponent, and Jake Paul punishing MJ for that big mistake here. That could be the mistake that cost him this contest. That could be the mistake that cost him his reputation as being one of the greatest fighters in the history of this planet, as now gets sent for the ride off the ropes. Nice belly-to-belly suplex by Jake Paul, as he seems to be really gaining control now after that big slip-up by MJ, nailing him with strikes. Oh, this could be it. Rear naked choke here. The lights could be fading here for MJ. Jake Paul releasing the hold though, and look at Jake Paul saying, I think he's saying he's going to finish the match. Wait a minute, what's Paul pointing to? Paul distracting Jackson. A thumb to the eye, the dirty bastard. A thumb to the eye. And a German suplex. Oh, come on, not like this. I don't believe this.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Jake Paul.
You may not like the way he did it, but ladies and gentlemen, I think tonight Jake Paul has conclusively proved that he is the most dangerous fighting man in the history of planet Earth. If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.